Hello, welcome to Sarah Overbooked. I am Sarah. Hopefully the background noise is not going to be too much. It's kind of loud here today. The fans are on, blowing the upstairs neighbor's smell out of the house. Windows are wide open. It's, 40 degrees outside, but hey, smoke gives me a headache, so I have to do something, and I can't sit here and have a horrible headache all day, even though it's a non-smoking building. Anyway, I decided this is going to be my first book haul. I'm going to do October book haul. October, it's a bit rough. I needed some time to myself, some me time, so I tend to go to bookstores at that time, and every time I go to the bookstore I buy something because I ADHD and want so I have probably the largest book haul I've had as long as I can remember. It's been a long time since I bought this many. So no judging here. I had a rough time. I am a member of the Book of the Month Club, and I'm going to start with that. They were the first books that arrived in the month of October, so that's how we're going to do this. Now, I read the synopses of these. When I bought them, but they didn't stick with me. I don't really remember. All I know is they were the darker thriller horror books for the month, and some add-ons. So here we go. The first one I have here is The God of the Woods, and I got this one because Books and Lala's book club, the Literally Dead book club, was reading this. I did not read it with them. I read a good portion of the books she chooses for her book club, but not all of them, and this one was one that I thought might be okay. It's a thriller mystery. The next one I got from Book of the Month was Sleep Tight. I tried to get the arc of this back when it first was out there, but I requested it too late and did not get the arc. So when I saw that Book of the Month had it, I decided to go ahead and get it. This one is a haunted house book, and I am a sucker for a haunted house book, so I will hopefully be reading that one soon. The next one I got from Book of the Month is Dearest. That's a dark cover, and unfortunately with my situation today where I had to go to make it be in the quietest area, there's also not a lot of light. And this is by Jackie Walters. I don't know much about this one. It's a horror, family horror, I believe, about a mom, and it's mom horror. I've only read one mom horror, Baby Teeth, and I thought it was okay, so we'll see how that works. And the last one I got from the Book of the Month was The Book of the Witching by C.J. Cook. I don't remember what it was that made me want to get this, but it was enough that I went ahead and got it, apparently. An accident in the wilderness, some people are missing, some are injured, and when she wakes up, she doesn't remember. That's not a uncommon plot, but we'll see how that one goes. The next group of books we're gonna go with is the ones I got for free, which was only one this time. My dad buys and reads a lot of Dean Koontz and Stephen King, and then when he's done with them, he gives them to me. And this is The Other Emily by Dean Koontz. I have no idea what this is about. It's got some nice cover pages though. He throws away the dust jackets, so I don't even have a synopsis to go by. But I'll read it at some point. And that's why I've read a lot of Dean Koontz, and not as much as Stephen King, but a lot of Dean Koontz. And then I am also a member of the Aardvark Book Club, where they had a couple of horrors, and I decided to go ahead and get them. The first one is This Cursed House by Del Sandine. All I know about this is it's a haunted house gothic horror. It's also a debut. In the fall of 1962, 27-year-old Gemma Barker is desperate to escape her life in Chicago and the spirits she has always been able to see. When she receives an unexpected job offer from the Duchan family in New Orleans, she accepts, thinking it's her chance to start over. Didn't really hear anything about that or the next one. Just the synopsis and the fact that it was horror was enough for me to get it. And the next one is Where I End by Sophie White. This one, I'm not even sure what it is. Family is cursed. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I do like to go into books not knowing as much. That way I don't have too much expectations, and I tend to like them better when I don't know much. So the next group of books are the books I purchased from the bookstores when I went and visited. This is not all one visit. I went multiple times in October because I just needed me time. I needed some self-care, basically. And the first one I've been wanting for a while, Harrow the Ninth. I read the first book this year, and Gideon the Ninth, I read that this year, and I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. One of my favorite books for the year, and I wanted to continue with the series sooner than later. So I grabbed the second book. I was good enough to put the third book back on the shelf. I did have them both in with me that day, but I only got the one. The next book I got was one of my favorite authors, Stephen Graham Jones, The Only Good Indians. This was actually the book I was going to read for November's Buzzwordathon. The word is only, but haven't started it yet, and I'm probably not going to get to it in the month. So hopefully I can get to it next month so I can complete the Buzzwordathon, because this is the only book I own now that has the word only in the title. But one of my favorite authors, and I don't actually own any of his books. Now I do. So that one was for me purchase. The next book I was really interested in when I first heard about it, when it first came out, The Kaiju Preservation Society by John Scalzi. I have read from him before. I read The Old Man's War. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. He's got a good writing style, and I am a fan of kaijus. The old Godzilla movies, the new Godzilla movies, King Kong, all of that. Been a fan, always was a fan. So when the book came out, I really want to read that. Put it off. It was on sale, so I did purchase that one. And on the same sale table, his other book, Starter Villain. I heard that this was very funny, very well written, so I thought, why not? And I mean, there's a cat in a suit on the cover. Why not? The next book I got was another book that I've been really wanting to read. I've heard mostly all good things about it. Really no bad things from people who read it. S.T. Gibson's A Dowry of Blood. Has been on my TBR for a really long time. I ended up going to the bookstore on Halloween because I had a doctor's appointment, and afterwards I just needed some time to myself, and that was what I picked up. I figure it was a good that one, and only good Indians I got on Halloween. And then the next two are lighter books. I went one day and I ended up coming home with some lighter books, and that would be How to Become the Dark Lord and Die Trying by Django Wexler. I have not read anything from Django Wexler before, but I've heard mostly good things about this one also, and I've been interested in reading it for a while. And then I also got A Grim Reaper's Guide to Catching a Killer. I haven't heard a whole bunch about this one, but what I have heard has been okay. But for cozy mystery, I'm not expecting anything to be amazing and the best thing I've ever read. Cozies are just supposed to be okay, good, quick palate cleansers in between other books, and I was interested in the Grim Reaper, so I got that one too. And that is my October book haul. So, have you read any of these books? Did you really enjoy any? Do you think I will enjoy any of them? Or is there one in here that you really didn't like? Let me know down in the comments, and I will see you next time.